Oh shit! I just figured that out how to hit the button. I'm up here trying to talk to you. I'm like, I don't know if he can hear me or not.
Nah, yeah, bro.
Supposed
So
to hit
with
the button.
with the program, you could have started it, had us in there before you went live, so you made sure everything was set up.
Right. I'm still figuring this out. I'm still figuring
Oh
this
yeah,
out.
bro. You doing good.
And also because I'm broke, I ain't gonna be able to say this like I want to. So I feel a little bit bad about it because I wanted to say this, so I can send it to you so you can have it in
I
case you
thought
want
they
to.
do. I thought they do a save on the.
I guess not. It's on the upgraded plan, and I was like, I wish I would have known that beforehand.
I didn't know that shit.
Yeah,
I'll let you save one.
yeah. Man. Hold on, wait. Actually, I can at least say the audio because I can record
Well,
my
I mean,
like.
what you? So where you streaming it to?
I'm streaming it to Facebook.
So Facebook gonna keep it on there. You could download your lives off Facebook.
Oh, okay, cool. So yeah, I wish I would have figured that out a little bit sooner, so we could have did some sound checks. But you can hear me, I can hear you, so
Yeah.
that's
Oh
cool.
yeah, we good.
We good. Um, me. I'm gonna make sure we start on time, and on time it is. It's 7:31. We're a little late. So for the couple people that are entering in, welcome. This is the first time ever I've done a podcast live on the Mr. Speaks show. Just a little bit of background information on what I do. I talk about different life subjects. I'm a man growing up. Had to grow up fast, so I like to have my perspective on a lot of different subjects, whether it be life, video games, movies, and stuff. I don't mind talking. And I'm very excited because this is the first time I've ever had a collaboration live on stream. And I'm very glad that it is with my good friend, my boy, Nico the Great, creator and founder of Ethnic Ish and More. Without further ado, I'll let him introduce himself and we'll get right into it.
Yeah. So my name is Nico the Great. I am the CEO, creator of Ethnic Ish and More, which is a podcast radio show. I'm on the south side of St. Louis. I've been doing that for maybe about 2 years. As far as the podcasting version of it, about a year and a half. So I'll be at my 100th episode at the end of like the last week of the year. So I'm excited about that. And I do YouTube content creation, Ethnic Issue More TV. So I got some personal content, a couple music videos. So I'm just really getting to the videographer space and all of that.
Mm-hmm. I definitely seen you, come up and grow. So I'll just go ahead and start with the basics. What? How did you come up with the idea of Ethnic Ish and More? Like, what
Yeah,
inspired you to come up with it?
yeah. So I love telling this story. I was at the skating rink in Illinois. I was just kind of doing one of my random. I had nothing to do, so I'm gonna go skating moments. And I had a shirt on that said "Support Black Women." The skating rink was predominantly white, so even though I could tell the white ladies, the moms there were looking at me, I could see them kind of reading my shirt. So I laughed to myself and said, like, "Oh, they probably gonna say this is some ghetto shit. Oh no,
No, we live. You go ahead.
yeah,
I'm a little bit
some
distracted.
ghetto shit." And then I was like, well done. And it was like, I don't know what made me saying that to myself click a light bulb in my head, but it was like I stopped skating. I was like, ghetto, I don't really want to use that ethnic. Y'all don't really want to use the word shit. So I said ish. Then I was like, ethnic ish. And I added the M more. I literally took my skates off, hopped in the car, put it on my Facebook, like, hey, if I created a show called Ethnic Ish and More, would y'all watch it? People was like, yeah. So I'm like, all right, maybe I got something. Then I gave the next day, like, hey, this is the time I think I'll go with either one of these days. What y'all think? They agreed to the one time. So I took it from there. The next week, I literally started my first ever episode. So technically, I'm at episode 80. But if I use the pilot portion of it as well, I got 90 episodes that I've ever created of the show. So the first 7 was Facebook Live, 3 were pre-recorded, and now I just do it. I do it in the studio.
Okay. And I definitely remember, the start of it. And when you said that the number out loud, I'm like, man, I can't believe it's been that long.
Yeah.
What's
May
up,
15th,
Randy?
2019.
That's crazy. Because I remember like the first ones, straight getting it in the room with the window. I still remember that.
Yeah. I still got the sheet up. I'll tell you that. A humble sheet.
Man, we got a comment in from Miss Brandy Yates of Conquering Relationships. Y'all should go hit her up too.
Shout out
She
to
definitely
Brandy
comes
Yates.
up with like great relationship advice, life advice. Actually was able to get in contact with her through you.
Yep.
So I definitely appreciate that, that networking deal and how I'll let go. So my next question is, when, I guess this is a generic question, when did you feel like you hit your stride when it came to your brand?
Oh, that's a good question. Honestly, when I did the pilot season, and it's like I knew I had something there, but then eventually, like the stride wore off, and I was like, "Do I want to still do this?" I was gonna quit, and let it go. But my first 10 episodes, I got 24,000 views on Facebook, like across that and my YouTube. So I was like, oh, 4,000 people viewing me talking live for an hour.
Right.
I couldn't believe it. So I was like, okay, I got something here. And then once I hit to the 10th episode, the last three, shout out to Chad High of Skate Life TV. He was my first ever guest, but he offered to like direct them and record it. So it was cool, but I didn't like the fact that I didn't really know editing then, nor video work. So I didn't like the fact that I was kind of waiting on somebody, which I had no issue because I was grateful for it. But due to us it being free, like I can't rush you. And it was thrown off my time limit. So I was like, I'm going to stop at 10. Then it took 6 months before I started the podcast version. But at that point, I was getting hit up about it. But I was like, man, I don't think I'm going to do this no more. I'm like, I'll give it up. I'm forever grateful I did.
Right. And I definitely feel that because, I've had this podcast for like a couple years, but, I stopped because, again, success wasn't as instant as I like it to be. And I know for me, my big issue is I'm bad at marketing. Like I don't really market myself like that. Like I know I got the talent, but I'm not that great at marketing.
Man, you got a popping TikTok. That should be your key market.
Yeah. I'm starting to incorporate that a little bit more now because I didn't expect that to take off because, you people make the TikToks quarantine. My wife got me into it. She was like, you should download TikTok. I thought it was stupid. So then I started making the first couple of videos and then they just kind of blew up. And here I am with like over 4,000 people. And
I'm mad I can't get I've been trying to get into it. I know I got it. It's just like, oh man. So I'm gonna start. I keep saying it every time, but I was like, oh man, there's pay people I know here got hella followers.
Man. And I'm still trying to grow myself, but I just pretty much do what I think is funny, make stuff for myself. So I guess the next question I have for you would be, as far as the journey for you, what has been the most rewarding experience you had thus far? I know you still got a long way to go, but what's the most rewarding thing so far?
Just seeing that like people really rock with me. Like I've been doing a raffle recently for my jerseys, one of my jerseys. And I'm at to the point if I sell like 30 some more tickets, I'll raffle off 3 jerseys. I said every 100th ticket I'll do one. But to realize like within my first less than 24 hours, I had like I sold like 100 tickets. And I was like, okay. People kind of mess with me. I get my website, people view it. I'm realizing that like the first time I won an award for best podcast of the year for 2020 from the Yours Awards. So that was dope. It was just like I got enough people to vote where it was a landslide for me. And then I've been featured in magazines. Shout out to Deluxe Magazine, Hood Illustrated, and the Deer Speaks. I've had those articles written about me. So just to see that other people are kind of getting that attachment to the show. I had a guest, shout out to Nando STL. He's been on there maybe 2-3 times. And he's like, man, I told my dad I was coming on here. He told me he watch every episode.
Dang.
So I was just like, okay, that's kind of cool. Like when I've had random people with a mask on. Like that I know I wouldn't know come up to me like, oh man, you such and such from such and such. I'm like, wow. Okay, that's cool.
Yeah, I definitely say it's a beautiful thing to see, one of your homies, like, grow into like this big thing. Like it doesn't seem like that big from the outside looking in, but you got the community behind you. And I always say like I'm definitely appreciative when you selected me to be like a brand ambassador for you. Still make sure y'all use my code to copy y'all merch on the website. I can't remember off the top of my head right now. I'll post it when I get it again, but make sure y'all do that. But it's definitely good to like have that support. And I just want to say, like, I appreciate you taking your chance on me. And a lot of times, when you have people like that's doing their thing and making it, a lot of people kind of hate or don't want to see you shine, or they like, man, I wish that was me. But a lot of times, in order for somebody to succeed, you got to take that back seat and support. And I've seen like a lot of, on the opposite side, like people like, man, I wish that was me. I wish that was me. So I'm not going to support. But I think it's a lot of, if you got a good team behind you that knows like, hey, I don't got to be in the front to, be successful. So I think about like Bill Gates and stuff like that. Like Bill Gates ain't making every single piece of product, the hardware that's coming out. He more or less just sign off on it. It's a whole team effort. So I definitely see you got a good team behind you. Like, I tune into the podcast whenever I can. I work a lot, so I don't get the chance to see everyone. But, I definitely appreciate the podcast, and all that good stuff. So getting a little bit of personal life going in, with the children, with how has the success affected him, or if it had affected him at all, or anything like that?
Sean just know I do a show every Wednesday.
Yeah,
he don't know nothing. Like he'll pay attention. He just know like, oh, that's my daddy. I gotta go to my grandma's house on Wednesdays because when he's my week, because I do a show. But I always tell him, I'm like, the goal of this is for you. Like, so we can get you where we want to go. Once I blow, I've been telling him my promise gift is we're gonna go to Japan to the Pokemon theme park.
Oh, snaps.
That's all he cared about, is trying to make it to the Pokemon theme park in Japan.
Hey, that's cool. That's cool.
Other than that, like I've tried to get Sean into it, like to do some me and him content wise. He just so shy. Like he just want to do what he want to do, which I don't knock that at all because we're complete opposites in that aspect. Like he likes all the anime and plays chess and did good in school. I was a sports kid. I barely wanted to go to school. Like all of that type of stuff. So it just helped me grow in another aspect. But if I stopped doing this show, unless it just showed on me, he wouldn't know no difference. He still get treated the same until like, I'm like, bro, right now it's just I'm making it grow. But once it grow, it's gonna benefit both of us for sure.
Definitely. I think that's the end goal for everybody that pursue some type of endeavor. If you got family, to create that generational wealth, kind of change some of the stuff that we grew up. We kind of came from. I don't want to say we got it out the mud, but I'm definitely in a better position than my parents were to give me something than I'm trying to give my son, which is why I'm trying to push myself more, which is why I kind of got this kind of see it behind me, the dad group, which is why I created that, because with my newest son Rylan, I started realizing doing some self analyzing that having kids, that really stuff kind of affects you. And with with the medical procedures, of course, it's catered more towards the mothers because they have the babies, they got the chemical changes, all that good stuff, so they get a lot of the treatment factors. But on the flip side of that, the man still kind of has certain things that they go through too, and it's not really, at least as far as to my knowledge and me researching, it's not really something that's pushed forward to say, hey, dad, you need to get checked out too. I'm not saying that it don't happen, but I've just never seen it happen.
No, I agree, bro. I agree. Yeah. Like I got one. I'll say from there, I'll never have another kid. Like if I could avoid it, I won't do it, not because I don't love my child, but I did it so young that at this point he's 10. Like I can't go through that baby phase all over.
I feel like
it was so stress. I under like the stress behind, especially when you active. If you're not active, then it probably don't bother you as much. But knowing that I was getting up in the middle of the night, probably more, because I let her rest and all of that, I'm like, bro, I see why women go through it. Like, this drives me crazy.
Right. And I mean, and we get it just like a little fraction, it's way more stuff for them. Like I said, I'm glad God made me a man, because
I say it all the time. Every time something go wrong with my girl, I'm like, this is the reason why I'm thankful I'm a man. Because I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it.
Probably hear a baby girl in the background, but as I said, we live as a family. It's family. But yeah, so I definitely appreciate you joining this too, because this is something that I feel like is very important, and that's something that's gonna hopefully impact a lot of men, because I'm trying to get that stigma of a lot of men don't really talk about their problems or what they're going through, which is fine, which is their right. Like, I never want to push somebody to talk about something that they don't want to, but I still want something to be said, that somebody sees something that's like, man, I've been going through that. I don't know how to ask about it, but somebody's talking about it. So at least you got that space to be like, man, I'm kind of struggling with this, or hey, we talk about sports, we talk about stuff, we just pretty much chill out. You've been up in there, so you kind of see what we
Yeah.
do. I definitely appreciate you for joining in on that as well.
Oh, most definitely.
So let's see. I think those are my written down plot points I wanted to talk about. Anything on your mind you want to talk about today, good sir?
So, I mean, what made you come up with the name for your?
With the name of Dad, I was just kind of spitballing ideas, and I was just like, man, I'm like, dad, I'm a dad. Like, what could that mean? I'm like, man, I've been having depression. And I'm like, hey, hold up, dad, DAD, dad's against depression. I'm like, hey, it just rolls off the tongue. And I'm like, I'm just take it and run with it. Like, I don't see nobody else with it. So I'm trying to get it actually officially trademarked and stuff. Cause
Yeah, it's catchy, bro. Like, I could see it if you work on your marketing for the group more so, and knowing that I could see it becoming a Facebook group that can blow. You just got to find ways to get the men in, because men, even though amongst men, that's probably the most interactive we gonna do.
yeah,
Dude to mess around and probably be sad in front of his homeboy sometimes before it's done, just depending on the type of relationship they have. We so, or every man has had that time where you were vulnerable with a woman and she used that shit against you. I was like, oh, I'll never do that again.
Yeah. And then, a big thing is with men, how we get, it's like if we get so focused on something, like we tend to not take care of ourselves, or it feels like, hey, it don't matter how I feel about some got to get done. I'm going to do it no matter what. And, that's not something that you can sustain yourself with for a long period of time, because, you are a human being. Stuff does affect you. And it's good to get that kind of stuff out, even if it's to, nobody, but you can't just, that's not something like you want to just hold on to, because it's going to come out in other ways. Like, you're going to not be as good of a parent, you're not going to be as good as a person, you're not going to be doing as good as work. So I definitely want to push that of, hey, you can just let it out, or if you can just look at something like, man, I just read that, and it's like, hey, that helped me out. And of course we want to seek professional help if it's really something serious. Like, hey, go get some professional help, like get some counselors. But I mean, that's something overall I want to incorporate too. Like, I got to figure out, like, hey, how can I get some like male counselors in here to be like, hey, y'all want to offer some advice, some counseling, something for these dudes that might be going through something that might need professional help. But in the meantime, that we can be that bridge is like, hey, before you go to professional help, hey, here's some people on the human side, like, hey, this is what we going through. We in the trenches with you. So
I agree.
yeah,
I agree.
yeah.
So, like, outside, what made you? First of all, where did the name Mr. Speaks come from?
Me and my wife, we used to do YouTube. I did YouTube like, man, I was doing YouTube like back in 2012. Me and my wife, we had a joint YouTube channel. It's still up, ain't really nothing on it no more. But we were Mr. and Mrs. So that was like our brand name. So I just kind of stuck with that, and I was like, hey, Mr. Speaks could be like me talking. I was supposed to do like a Mr. Games, like a whole thing of gaming podcasts and stuff. Gaming thing never really took off, which I'm going to go back to eventually. But Mr. Speaks was like, hey, I like to talk about stuff. And when I was originally doing it, I was doing it like skits and stuff. Like, I was telling a story, like acting out the skits before I like got into actual podcasting.
Okay.
So then I did like my first one like in 2018. All that stuff is on my YouTube channel. It's on it's still on the Mr. and Mrs. Underestimated YouTube channel. It's still there, but it's also on my Anchor. I uploaded all the audio files and stuff.
Okay.
So I started just doing those and just started talking about random stuff. And then as I started talking about random stuff, I started getting my thoughts together and be like, hey, I want to talk about this specific topic, then this specific topic. Then I started getting like family involved. Like, I got my cousin, we talked about wrestling. Then I got my cousin's husband. We talked about like being married, like the struggles we face being married, like how to change and stuff. So it just kind of grew from that. But I stopped for a while because I was thinking like, hey, I could put out one good thing and then it blow up, and it didn't blow up. So I got disheartened because my motives weren't the same. Like I wasn't doing it. I was trying to do it to come up.
Yeah.
And then when you're doing it for that way, when it don't happen, you lose motivation. So my motivation changed from like, you know what, I just got something to say and I think it's important. So whether I blow up or not, whether you got 1 or 1,000, like I'm going to talk my shit. And it's going to be like that.
Bro, that's how I've done this since the beginning of the show. I done had shows that I had 1,000+ viewers over time since I did, but I had a show that I only got like 20. So it's like whoever gonna want to hear it will tap into it. If you always want to spread the masses more, when you got those type of business pages, you can always boost it a couple dollars here. It'll send it out to a couple more people that may not have seen it. But it's just doing it for the purpose of you having something to say versus, oh, I need this to come up. Because if it don't work out, it's like you said, you're gonna eventually like, oh, I don't want to do this.
Yep.
Because we see them viral videos, but we don't know how many more before that they created that we didn't see that didn't make it.
Exactly. That was gonna be my next thing, because you know, when you see people come up like on social media, you only see like that moment, like, hey, this is the W I got. Well, with social media, it's like every day, so you never really put your phone down. So it's like time don't really pass like that. It's like, hey, this is the next moment. But in reality, it's been like weeks, months, sometimes years before they even get that. So knowing that it's a process and it's not going to be instant, that's going to be the most rewarding thing about it.
I agree, because the people who do make them videos, that first one, and go viral, they'll never know how to capitalize off of it, or if they do, they don't know how to live up to the first video, so now they out here bad.
Yep.
I wanted to like, cool, I done had skate videos go viral. Ain't nobody contacted me to pay.
Right.
But it's not the same.
That's the bigger thing. And like, man, I be seeing people get these bags and fumble. I'm like, man, you got this golden opportunity and you just score it. Like, cause like I said, that song ain't gonna be hot forever. That video, you ain't gonna be able to make that video again. You know, you gotta keep yourself fresh or use what you had to push yourself forward.
Because they went in it for the right reasons. It was something to do. It worked out. And then it's like, oh, damn, I get a lot of tea that people that blow up didn't expect they was going to blow up. You got that in your mind, like, bro, I don't know when it's going to happen, but it's going to happen.
Yep.
Then you more diligent to put in the real hard work. It's like comedians. People be comedians for years before you actually hear about it. They don't tell you about the 13 years they was booed, but they ain't quit. You just got to realize it's your love for it.
And like when you think about people like the comedians like get these movies and stuff, like what I think about like Kevin Hart. Kevin Hart was doing comedy for like years before Soul Plane came out, and then
and look, that ain't even the first movie.
Right, that's the first one I seen. But
his first one was a super small role that if you ain't know who Kevin Hart was, you'd have never paid attention to him in the movie.
Yep. So, but it's like a process, man, and that's what it's gonna help a lot of people that's probably getting into whatever they're getting into, whether it be podcasting, videos, music, or whatever. It's like, bro, like when people get hot, like it takes years before that happens again. But as long as you're doing it for the right reason, it's gonna happen organically. And then when it does happen, you already gonna know what to do. It's not gonna be no shock. It's not gonna be like, man, what do I do next? What do I do next? And I already been doing my thing. I'm already established. So where we go from here is we already know. We already got our roadmap. So
I agree.
Yeah.
So I mean, like usually when you do these episodes and like, do you reach out to, I'm assuming, because you said this is the first one you've done live, so any of the the audio, have you done with other people?
Like I said, I've done with family members, like mostly family members, because my schedule is kind of crazy because, you know, I work a job where I get called in and I work either mornings or afternoons. I work mornings, but then, you know, I got family and I just be tired. I ain't gonna lie, I just be tired. So me collaborating with other people, I'm pushing that more now because I got the motivation to do so. So that's why I'm going to be in the future create like a full Facebook page for my stuff, like for my podcast and stuff, so I can reach out to more people that can set up like times where we can get together on specific topics and stuff like that. But for the most part, whenever I do a podcast, I just get an idea. I write it down. I'm like, hey, this is the thought that I got. And then I'll come back and record it myself. So I'll definitely be reaching out more to do more collaborations, more forums like this. probably on a better camera because I'm using my computer camera and it ain't that great.
It's actually pretty good.
Well, on my screen it don't look that good, so it look, but
Yeah.
also my green screen. But again, this rough draft. I'm still trying to figure this stuff out. So
Oh,
the
yeah.
first one's usually rough. So
Oh yeah, bro. Well, you know, I know how to use the program, so I still have my issues with it. But when you do it on the computer, you're able to do so much more. Where you can bring in other videos and talk about and all type of stuff like that.
Oh yeah, definitely. Like I said, I've been messing around in it. A lot of stuff you got to pay for.
Yeah.
I'm definitely gonna be incorporating it a lot more. I might just bite the bullet and pay for it. But yeah, I'm gonna be pushing myself really hard this time around.
That's what's up, bro. Just keep at it. You got it, man.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, that's pretty much all I got for this one. This was like the very first one with
Okay.
I gotta think of a cooler name, and this is just Mr. Speaks. I was probably gonna call it Mr. Speaks with the Mr. Speaks with series. Like right now, I'm speaking with Nico of
Okay.
So definitely. So for those that are interested in doing an interview, I'll be making a Facebook page specifically for it, or you can just hit me up on a personal one. Until in the meantime, because honestly, I might forget. Because I just got scatterbrained. But yeah, I'm definitely going to be doing a lot more of these, as well as regular podcasting and putting them up on my YouTube channel. Because I got a YouTube channel that I'm about to start pushing too.
Okay.
So this year we pushing, man. Ain't no more.
Got to just
No
market.
more.
It's all in marketing, social media marketing. That'll grow everything. As long as you just find you a day.
Yep.
That way you don't gotta be trying to post every day. You find you one day, create all your content, then you just set it up. Because the business pages you could preset it.
Mm-hmm. That's what I'm definitely be doing. But definitely, I appreciate you taking the time out, man. Your day, I appreciate it. I know we had some life stuff happen, but that's just life. So
yeah, those stuff, bro. I appreciate you having me on.
No problem. I appreciate it. So again, everybody that's going to be tuning in or listening to it later, be sure to follow Nico. Go ahead, shout your stuff. I'll probably
Also, you can follow me personally. Everything is at Nico the Great, NICOTHAGREAT 357, or my show at Ethnic Ish and More, which is ETHNICISH letter N and then the word more, as well as Ethnic Ish and More TV. Just add that in there. I'm on YouTube. You type in Nico the Great, Google me. All that'll pop up. So.
Yep. And then you can follow me on YouTube at Mr. Literal. On TikTok, same thing at Mr. Literal. On Twitter, I think I got it switched over at Mr. Literal. And here on Facebook, it's gonna be at Mr. Speaks. I tried to get all the names the same, but it's already a literal thing, and kind of low key heard about that. But hey, I ain't trying to pay nobody else no money. So
I heard that, bro.
All right. Well, have yourself a good night, good sir, and I appreciate everybody that tuned in.
You as well, bro.
Peace out.
Yeah.